Well, it's the last one. It's gotta be. I've set a timer for 8 hours. If I keep my word and work the whole time through, don't discuss shit with nobody, I can edit all these videos and be good for a month. By then, you can work hard, stop smoking, no fun, no jerking off, no weed. Hell, you shouldn't even do tobacco, because that's still average. You don't need it. It's a lie. No alcohol, no drug, substance of any kind. I've been crying about how, oh, my life is over. Your life isn't over, it's only begun. You're 29. You're 29 years old, bro. You're 29. You're 29 years old, young man. And you feel like you're behind. And that's okay. Because Nebuchadnezzar supposedly for 7 years was a wild man. Hair grew long, fingernails long, ate grass, lived like an animal. Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, who in the earlier chapter there was some people who are not obeying God's law. He's like, Nebuchadnezzar's going to come and he's going to smite you. He's going to destroy your town, take over. The same man who went crazy for 7 consecutive years. Things happen in 7. And 7 years ago, 7 years ago, today, it's Friday, November 7th, 2025. 7 years ago was 2018. And looking back to that time, I can show pictures, hanging out with my mom, living in a great house with open ceilings. I love open space. So what is that, bro? I had perfect opportunities, multiple good paying jobs, welding assistant, all these things, bro. Everything. So much grace and mercy and opportunity. Now, I'm lost as shit, but it's because I'm in the wrong environment, been in the wrong environment. But I get head over heels for girls. When I was dating the girl that I had tattooed in my arm, have tattooed, it's just covered up. I got her name tattooed, right? I'm reacting how I'm reacting to that girl, bro. And for some reason, oddly, recently, I'm starting to almost call this girl my ex's name in certain times. Just to myself. I've never actually almost blurted it out. What the hell? So I'm just going to do this little session right here, and then I'm out, bro. There's no coming back, dog. I already made a recording this morning saying how, dog. Well, first off, my imagination is too vivid to be out here falling in love with bitches, man. And then you're all concerned about what the fuck they're doing. And you psyched yourself out yesterday, bro. Because you're so worried about a bitch. When I was talking to AI and it told me repeatedly, You need to block her because of the person that you become and the thought habits that you have. But when you're around her, because I went through hell yesterday, bro. And then I make it worse, worrying about what she's doing. And it's crazy because yesterday I watched a video from Steph is Cold saying how that 6 month break where y'all were apart, y'all not together, she's out here getting fucked. You know what I'm saying? That's something you gotta live with, right? And then I'm listening to Andrew Tate yesterday and today, who's saying, look, man, we just gotta work, brother. You know what I'm saying? And I was over here working for over 30 days at a place making $10 an hour when I know I'm capable of making double what I'm making there. And in reality, with a clean background, and you don't even have to be intelligent, bro. A guy just asked me the other day, hey, you got a clean background? And I said, yeah, I'm good. And he hesitated, as if I'm thinking to say, like, well, why the fuck are you here then, bro? You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, you did it without a plan. But you're making everybody else think that you got a plan. Like, the only reason you came over yesterday is because you told homegirl, like, oh, I just got on the interview and I got a new job. So she's like, oh, then it opens the door for you to stay here because she's like, well, you don't work. At least just the night, which is what I wanted because I wanted to do this subconsciously. I'm so intelligent, ahead of my time, ahead of myself, that I planned all this out, bro. You knew it had to come down to this when you started dating the bitch. And then you lied because you're a nice guy, which is really just an asshole. Because you go along with shit. Because a man has morals and standards, and he stands on business. And it's just simple as that. Oh, you don't agree with this? You don't want to go with this parameter? Well, then I'm sorry. Like, I love you. I'd love to be with you, but I can't. That's the only thing that a woman can respect, and the only woman will like is respect. And you have to be authoritative and shit. You think she wants to be with you, bro? You're on the grips. Well, you've lost the bitch for over 2 years now. I've been thinking about when shit started changing. Shit changes when she stops sucking your dick, you know. But just being in love with you, nah. But 2 years ago, bro. So for 2 years, the inevitable was to happen, and you didn't plan ahead. But I did the same shit living at my mom's house in 2018 because she kept saying, look, I need help with the house, with rent. You said you would help out. On top of that, I'm paying your car payment. So it's like, if you don't make a change in 30 days, I had 30 days, you have to get out. And I had a whole upstairs, extra bedroom where I could make a studio. I was going to tell my homeboy Juice, pull up for the weekend. We'll make a studio and shit. I stopped everything. Didn't fulfill the greatness. During that time, I was dating a girl who I thought was badass. Told my dad about her. He was like, you need to watch out for them. She would have been loyal as fuck. Even though apparently her man was like a bad man. She tried to tell me like he's locked up or some shit. And then that made me think like, okay, there could be issues in the future. But the old head I was chilling with during the time, he told me, he's like, he's like, show me a picture of all your exes. He's like, yeah, she's the prettiest you've ever been with, the most beautiful, and she's like, she's bad, bro. Like, she's out of your like league. Like, she's probably the baddest girl you're ever gonna get. You know, because she was beautiful, bro. But what's crazy, I was working at Whataburger, boom, boom, in the kitchen, and I see her, and I just stopped. I stopped, and an old homegirl next to me was like, you okay? And I'm like, whoa, she's beautiful. And I said, I'm gonna marry that girl. I just said that in the middle of lunch, working, bro. I just stopped. I saw her. I looked up and I was like, oh. And everyone's all like, oh, well, she only speaks Spanish. She only speaks English. Motherfucker, I've been trying to learn Spanish since 2014, bro. Because I date girls, you know what I'm saying, that speak Spanish sometimes. And I'm like, bro, you should know it. So it's been fucking years, dog. 10 plus years, right? That I've been saying, oh, I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn. I was working at a job where everyone spoke Spanish and shit. Like, it's an attribute for you. You live in Texas, motherfucker. San Antonio, the capital, taco spots on every corner. What the, you know what I'm saying? You know, there's no reason why you shouldn't level up, bro. Have money. Your self-worth is too low. And then your self-talk, it's so negative, when you get around this female, you start talking mad shit. on repeat, and she can feel that, and you know that. That's why you started screwing up and getting anxiety at work, because you were in your head from the jump, worried about a bitch who's not worried about you. And I was thinking that morning too, like, bro, if you were to die, she's gonna get fucked. Motherfucker, she fucked niggas while she still lived with you. If you think she didn't fuck niggas while she lived with you, you are really dumb. But you know that, nigga. You're not stupid. You're a genius. But you're moving real adjacent, brother. You know, so this is shit where shit's gotta change, bro. It must. It will. I am. It's got to. You just don't want things to change. But it's gotta get better. This is my lowest point in life, 29 years old.